Let's talk about Judy Sill. Judy Sill was a folk singer and songwriter from Los Angeles who came up around the same time as Joni Mitchell and Jackson Browne. There were a lot of other smaller, more niche artists who were doing wonderful creative things. Judee was the very first artist that David Geffen signed to his new label, Asylum, in 1971, a label that would reach legend status, with Joni and Jackson and the long list of top-tier talent that he would sign over that decade. He saw a ton of potential in this girl. She was writing beautiful, unique folk songs, exactly the style that was becoming popular at the beginning of the 70s. She released her debut self-titled album the same year, and people expected good things from her. But less than a decade after she got her big break, she would be dead, and her music largely forgotten outside of folk music circles. So what happened? Judee was wildly talented. She was a gifted musician who taught herself piano and guitar, developed her own intricate picking techniques and chord structures. But her early life was tragic at every turn. Her father owned a bar in Oakland, where she learned to play piano. He died when she was 8 years old of pneumonia complicated by tuberculosis. And her mother quickly remarried to a Disney animator, who took care of them financially, but their home was far from happy. She transferred to a private school, where she met other rebellious teenagers, eventually getting into petty crime like forgery and theft. She spent 9 months in a reform school, where she served as the church organist, and spent almost all of her waking hours learning music. After her release, her mother passed away, and she left her home to marry pianist Bob Harris, almost immediately getting back into hard drugs. When that fell apart, she went back to California and returned to crime to support her habit. Went to jail and immediately started composing songs upon her release. It was around this time that she met David Crosby and Graham Nash, who took her under their wing and brought her on stage with them. She also met another underappreciated singer-songwriter, J.D. Souther, and the two started a somewhat tumultuous romantic relationship that would inspire her most successful single, produced by Graham Nash, called Jesus Was a Crossmaker. Her talent was clear and people wanted to help her, but Judee's inability to keep her own mental health in check ultimately caused her to gain a reputation for being difficult to work with, adversarial, and combative. She resented the attention that other artists just like her, like Joni Mitchell, were getting. After the release of her second album, Heart Food, Judee's career started to fall apart as she continued to struggle with her addictions. She was repeatedly in and out of court, and on November 23rd, 1979, at the age of 34, she died of an overdose in Los Angeles. An example of a girl who needed help, of what happened to those who were left behind.